Hi guys, this is O-level chemistry, paper 11, June 2018, question 21. Nitrogen reacts with oxygen in an equilibrium reaction. N2 gas plus O2 gas gives 2NO gas and the delta H value is positive 170. Thus, this is an endothermic reaction. When the reaction is at equilibrium, which statement is correct? The concentration of nitrogen present will change with time? No. The concentration of all the reactants and products will stay the same once equilibrium has been achieved. The forward and the backward reactions are taking place at the same rate? Yes. When equilibrium has been achieved, the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction. The forward reaction releases heat energy? No. The delta H value is positive. It takes in heat energy. And there are more moles on the left hand side of the equation than on the right. On the left, we have got 1 mole of N2 and 1 mole of O2. So total 2 moles. On the right, we have 2 moles of NO. So the moles are the same on both sides. This makes option B the correct option for this question. Question 22. A solution of W has the following properties. When added in excess to solid ammonium chloride, a gas is given off that turns damp red litmus blue. So ammonia gas is given off, and since ammonium chloride is acidic, when W is added, it is supposed to be a base. So we have figured out that it is a base. When added in excess to a solution of pH 3, the resulting solution has a pH of 13. A pH of 13 is the pH of a strong base. So solution W is a solution of a strong base. So what is W? A strong acid? No. A strong base? Yes. A weak acid? No. A weak base? No. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 23. Pure lead to sulfate is prepared by mixing two substances, X and Y. When the reaction is complete, the mixture is filtered. Pure lead to sulfate is obtained. Okay, lead to sulfate is obtained as a residue. Therefore, we are going to mix two solutions that are soluble to form an insoluble salt of lead. So which row shows the best way to prepare lead to sulfate? So like I said, we are going to have two aqueous salt solutions reacting. So in A, we have got aqueous lead nitrate, which is soluble in, and the other substance is aqueous sodium sulfate, which is also soluble. And the method after filtration is crystallize the filtrate. No, we have the residue as the salt produced. In option B, aqueous lead nitrate is soluble, aqueous sodium sulfate is soluble. So these are correct. Wash and dry the residue. Yes, that is all that is need to be done. In C, solid lead carbonate is insoluble. In D, solid lead carbonate is insoluble, making C and D incorrect. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 24. What are the percentages by mass of nitrogen in ammonium nitrate and in calcium nitrate? So percentage by mass of nitrogen. In ammonium nitrate, we've got two atoms of nitrogen. So that would be 28 upon the MR of ammonium nitrate would be 28 plus 48 plus 4, giving us a value of 80. So 28 upon 80 into 100 gives us a percentage of 35. So 35 is present in options C and D, eliminating options A and B. Now for calcium nitrate, we've got 2 moles of nitrogen atoms. So that would be 28 divided by the MR. Calcium is 40, nitrogen would be 28, and oxygen would be 48 into 2, 96. So when we add all of these together, we end up with an MR value of 164. So 28 upon 164 into 100 would give us a value of 17.07%, which is present in option D, eliminating option C, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 25. The diagram shows three steps in the manufacture of sulfuric acid. So sulfur in step P is converted into sulfur dioxide. That means it is burnt in oxygen. In step Q, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. That means it is reacted with oxygen gas in the presence of vanadium 5 oxide catalyst. And in step R, sulfur trioxide is converted into sulfuric acid. That means it would react with H2SO4 followed by H2O. So in which step is a catalyst used? The catalyst here is V2O5, which is used in step Q, making C the correct option for this question. Question 26. Which statement about the elements in the periodic table is correct? An atom of potassium has more protons than an atom of argon. Yes, argon is the noble gas that is present in period 3, and potassium is the group 1 metal present in period 4. So an atom of potassium has more protons than an atom of argon. Argon would have a proton number of 18 and potassium has a proton number of 19. So this is correct. Elements in the same period have similar chemical properties. No, they have different chemical properties. Elements that are non-metals form only covalent bonds with other elements. Example, fluorine. Fluorine forms an ionic compound with sodium, NaCl. So this is incorrect. On descending group 1 from lithium to cesium, the metals become less reactive. No, reactivity of metals increases down the group. So this makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 27. The positions of four elements are shown on the outline of part of the periodic table. Which element is a solid non-metal at RTP? So the second element in group 3 here is A, representing aluminum. The first element in group 6 is oxygen, represented by B. The second element in group 7 is C, representing chlorine, and the fourth element in group 7 is represented by D, and it is iodine. Now we are talking about non-metals, so aluminum has been eliminated, and then we are talking about uh, a solid non-metal. So oxygen and chlorine are gases, making iodine, which is option D, the correct option for this question. Question 28. What is not a typical property of transition elements? They form colored compounds? Yes, they do. They have high melting points? Yes, they do. They have low densities? No, they don't. They have high densities. They have variable oxidation states? Yes. So the only property written incorrectly here is the property given in C, making option C the correct option for this question. Question 29. Brass is an alloy. Which statement about brass is correct? It contains a sea of electrons. Yes, because it is a mixture of copper and zinc. Both are metals, so metals contain a sea of electrons. It contains positive and negative ions which are free to move. Only electrons are free to move along with the presence of positive ions. It is a compound of metal and a non-metal. It is a mixture of two metals. It is a compound of two or more metals. It is a mixture of two metals. So the correct option for this question is option A. Question 30. Which statement about the reactions of some metals and metal compounds is correct? Copper reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to form hydrogen. Copper is less reactive than hydrogen. It will not react. Sodium oxide is reduced to sodium metal by heating with carbon. Only metals that are less reactive than iron will undergo this reaction by heating with carbon. Those that are more reactive than iron would undergo electrolysis. So sodium oxide will undergo electrolysis to produce sodium. Zinc carbonate is more thermally stable than sodium carbonate. No, it is not. It is less thermally stable because the zinc ion is a greater, as an ion with a greater radius. So it would decompose more easily. and zinc displaces copper from aqueous copper to sulfate. Yes, zinc is more reactive than copper and will displace copper metal from copper sulfate, taking its place and forming zinc sulfate. So the correct option for this question is option D.